This video is about the colonization of North America. It all started with Christopher Columbus discovering America in 1492. You can see the end of this period with the outbreak of the French and Indian War, because then the North American colonies were completely restructured. And this war broke out in 1754. There were lots of European nations having colonies in North America, but the most important ones were England, and later Great Britain, France, the Netherlands, Sweden, and Spain. To the background. In Europe, there was a relative overpopulation, meaning the relation of young men to work in a society did not match. So we had too many young men who needed to go out, find a place somewhere else. Furthermore, there was religious oppression in Europe. The European powers wanted to increase their reputation, wanted to gain glory. And of course, they also wanted to increase their wealth, and back in the day that was thought to be achieved by trade within their own sphere of influence, according to mercantilism. A first look at the Spanish. What did the Spaniards do? Christopher Columbus discovered America, and after that Cortes could conquer what we call nowadays Mexico. The first permanent settlement in North America also came from the Spanish. St. Augustine in Florida. They erected as a garrison to protect their trade routes, or their shipping routes. Now the Spaniards moved further north in the area of nowadays New Mexico and California. The French, on the contrary, started in the north. Around Quebec, they had their first settlements, but they also claimed New Orleans and the area upwards the Mississippi. The Dutch came to America in 1614, founded New Netherlands with a capital New Amsterdam. Further south in the area of Delaware, we have the Swedes, New Sweden, and then the Swedish traders became too powerful. They were actually a serious competition to the Dutch, and the Dutch decided we'd just take over the Swedish colonies. Now look, what did the English do? The first English colony, so the first overseas possession, was Jamestown, and that is the start of the later British Empire. In 1620, the Mayflower came over from England to America, and this was the start of the mass immigration of Puritans to North America. Then the English took over the Dutch colonies, and New Amsterdam became New York. You should probably know it. Firstly, England became Great Britain in 1707 with the Union of Scotland, and they won the Queen Anne's War against France, took areas with the Hudson Bay, Newfoundland, and Nova Scotia. The last colony was then Georgia, the last of the 13 English colonies, established in 1733. Now, further developments. There were definitely several military conflicts, especially between the French and the English. The settlers had massive problems at the start, but after time, the economy in the colonies grew and was quite prosperous. And importantly, especially in the British colonies, there was a more open development. The different religions and interest groups were integrated in the process of decision-making, in the societal process of decision-making. And as mentioned, 1754, the French and Indian War, the North American colonies were newly organized. Now, consequences, as mentioned just now, tensions between France and Britain, the main colonial powers in the north, and we have then the French and Indian War. Now, but the consequences for the relations between colonies and colonial power, also mentioned before, a more, if you will, liberal and pluralistic way of living was introduced in the colonies with a strong economic growth. And these two factors are the basis for the development to a democratic society, and within the British colonies, 13 colonies, the self-esteem and the will to independence grew. And this means that leads to the American Revolution and then the foundation of the United States of America. That was the colonialization of North America in 5.